Oh, goodness. All right, here we go. Okay. Hey, y'all. Hey. Let me know if you can hear me. I am gonna share out the live really quickly. Trying to get in a better habit of doing that. So, turn my volume down over here. Because for some reason, like, I try to share it into my group that I have on Facebook. And I guess with all of the updates of things, I wasn't allowed to just directly share it in the group. I have to make sure my page is connected. And yeah, I keep forgetting I have to go back and do that. So when I get off, I will make sure that my page is connected to my group. That way it will stream directly in my Be Creative group. So yeah, I am streaming on both Facebook from my Be Chantel Designs page into my Be Creative group, as well as my beloved Twitch. I'm really starting to like sewing on Twitch and connecting with other creators in that sector of the internet, of the interwebs here. And yeah, it's really cool. Wednesdays are my snack and sew lives. So I like to snack when I am sewing. Everyone does like the sip and sews and things like that. But for me, I know I'm going to sip. Again. And we have, of course, my assistant that pops in every now and then. You don't want it? No. Okay. You want to do it? No. 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 No way. No, go take it back in the kitchen. No. Here. No way. So there's that. So if I'm interrupted every so often, it's because my 3-year-old here, I try to keep him occupied while I'm streaming, but motherhood doesn't pause. Am I right? All right. I have that saved over there. If you're in the chat, just say hey. Let me know you're here, that you showed up. And I'm going to open up my stream manager for Twitch, and I'll be ready to roll. Update. We ain't got time. Okay, so hey y'all. Again, I am Brittany, owner of Be Chantel Designs, and I am going to be sewing along a pair of Opal Tights by Petite Stitchery. I'll go ahead and drop the link in the comments so that you all are able to download it. And if you didn't know, I am a affiliate with Petite Stitchery. So you will be able, if you purchase the pattern, I will definitely get compensated for your purchase. So I strongly encourage, if you do want to do these tights, that go ahead and grab that young pattern. And yeah, I'm trying to pull it up. Oops, that's not the. There we go. Okay. I'm going to drop my link, and then that way you can not only get the pattern for the tights, but you can take a gander around, knowing that you will be using my link to shop the site. So thank you. Thank you now for checking it out. Nope. Okay. For Facebook, I will drop the link after the live because I don't think I can post the live link while I'm going. But I will definitely drop that link for after the fact. All right. All right. Now that is shared, I will go ahead and get started. So the type of tights I'm going to create today is on the back of my chair. I'm going to use this hot pink mesh, which is super cute. I've used this pattern quite a few times. Actually, I've made knee-high socks and thigh-high socks with the same pattern. So that's cool that I am able to get three different views, actually four, because they do a high waist and they do a medium, I mean, not a high waist, but mid-length height, sorry, for the tights. So I am doing high waisted because I like to make sure the tights are secured and up on me. So yeah, I will be doing that. And it would be great if I pull up the instructions, right? Because as many times that I have made the pattern, I still want to make sure that I'm doing, well, this is my first time actually doing tights. So usually I just do the socks, the thigh highs, or the thigh high or knee high socks. But this time I'm doing the full tights. I'm going to go ahead and start at the beginning of the pattern. And I am using my serger today. This particular serger is super inexpensive and it's a great heavy duty uh, serger to have. I got this from Amazon. It is called the KPCB Tech. Um, yeah, it was only one when I purchased it. It was like 169, but right now, last time I checked, there's a $30 coupon on it, and I think the price is up to 179. So basically, you'll be paying like 150 plus tax. So whatever your tax is, add an extra $10 to $15 depending. So yeah, it's still not bad for a good serger. It's held me down. I had it a year because I needed something quick to replace my brother that I have yet again messed up. I've had two of them at this point, and I know part of it is taking care of your machine, but knowing that this is pretty heavy duty, I tend to only use this though for my knits and to like serge the outside because I can adjust it, but I don't have numbers on my different settings here for my threads, so I just leave it on something that's good for the knit fabrics that I do use. This is the first time I'm using this mesh on this machine. I lied. I take that back. I did use it for a bodysuit, body type mesh outfit I made for hip play for their costumes, and it didn't mess up or anything. So it worked out fine, considering that I have it on a setting that I have not touched since using it for my knits. And the great thing about this pattern, it's literally one, two, three um, seams I have to sew on the serger, and then my top stitch for around the waist is the only other thing I'll do on my other machine. I have yet to fix the issue with my pink Janome or pink sorbet Janome machine, but I will take a look at that before the end of the week because I do like using that on Wednesdays for my snacking stuff. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. Make sure that you have this pattern calls for, if you're going to do the tights, this pattern does call for a yard and a quarter, I believe, depending on your size. I take that back. You need about a yard and 5/8 for this. I feel like I didn't use that much. I may have used a yard and a half, but just to make sure you do have enough, depending again on your size, a yard and 5/8 you'll need for your knit material for your tights. You'll also need elastic. In the elastic, you need 1.5 to 2 inches less than your waist measurement. And I'll cut mine once I get to that part to add it. I wasn't going to add the elastic only because I am using mesh and I only have white. I'm still debating if I'm going to do that because I did cut it a size down smaller than what I would usually make, only because I'm concerned that the stretch is really it's really stretchy. And I don't think I would need the elastic to hold up because I did cut it down a size that I would usually make their patterns in. So with that, the first thing we're going to do after you've cut your pattern, we're going to sew or serge down the sides, the front seam and the back seam of the pattern. So I'm going to go ahead and take my clips and clip those two seams down. Yep. And I'm trying to practice what I preach and what you should be doing, especially with knits. You want to make sure that you do have clips because pins can tend to stretch out your fabric depending on how you have it. I personally don't sometimes. Most times, not sometimes, most times I don't clip or pin it because I can kind of gauge how I'm sewing. But if you are a beginner, or someone that you're trying to get back into the reins of sewing, it is best that you use the clips or pins, preferably clips, to hold down your material as you're sewing, and of course removing them as you go, especially on the serger. You don't want to leave pins in there as you're going. You're going to need to remove them as you're sewing your garments or accessories together. All right, so I have about two more. I put two more on here. And then I'll keep my basket of clips over on the other side of my machine. So as I'm going, I can take them off and just drop them right in here. And I did go ahead and change the thread in my machine. I don't have this neon pink, but I do have this fuchsia, which is close enough to match my material here. It's okay if you don't have the exact match, especially if you're serging. Because if you're going to do another stitch along with it, which you do not have to, it's not required. Oh, excuse me, sorry about that. Yeah, so here we are. I'm going to lift up my foot so I can place it right before my needle. Make sure that's secure in there. Remove my first clip, and I'm going to serge with the right pedal. I got my other machine pedal still under here because I have it on the side. And it's so funny because I try to step on it. I'm like, why isn't it working? No, it's on. Because I'm on the wrong pedal. But that's okay. And when you're serging, you want to make sure you're going at a speed that's comfortable for you. If you're not experienced with this, it can move quickly. So you want to be mindful of that, especially when you have the blade down. You're going too fast and you end up cutting off some of your material. Now it's okay, like it's getting a little bit of the fabric. It's not like it's taking massive inches off. We're all good. There is a thread not connecting here. Why is that? Just making sure that everything is working properly. Looks like I got a little bit of black thread in there from my previous project. That's okay. All right, I'm going to go ahead and switch sides. And knock out the other seam. All right, so I have my front seam and back seam sewn together. So I'm going to take this, going off the instructions again. All right, in our next step, we're going to open it up and then we're going to go ahead and do the seam going around the foot, back up to the crotch, and then working our way back down. So from my seams, I'm going to open this up. And I won't clip everywhere. I'll just make sure that my center seam is clipped together to make sure that I am lining this up properly. And I'll probably do like one or two in between just to make sure I am lining it up correctly as I'm going. So far, so good sewing the mesh, so I'm not mad at it. I am not mad at it. Right. I'm just going to check on my live on Facebook. I know in my group, like you can't just automatically join. You do have to be accepted into the group. Okay. So I know one time I was getting notifications that people wanted to be in the group, and I was like, "Why am I getting notifications? I'm live." Like, oh, I have to accept people. I have to accept the folks. So here I am, just catching a couple, and then I'm gonna do the other side, clip this other side together. And get that on there. And this is such a easy, quick and easy pattern, especially if you're someone who likes tights or likes different socks and stuff like that. Rib knits are really good for that, for making like thigh high or knee high socks. They're also really good for like a really, I want to say 50. If you want a four-way stretch, that's for sure when you are making these. But it was something else I was gonna say. I forgot. It'll come back to me. But yeah, this is a really fun pattern to make. I remember one year I used the pattern to make like a few socks that I did to go with the outfit. I got this shirt. I thrifted. It was a white button down shirt with little black hearts on it, and I found this rib knit from, I want to say it was Boho Fabrics. I use them a lot. I really like the company. Check them out if you ever get a chance. But she had some black and white rib knit, both black and white. I take that back. I saw that they sold it, but it was given to me by someone, and I had both black print with white hearts and the white print with white hearts. So I was like, oh, I should make some special edition socks and sell them with a couple of things that I have for my B-Day collection. Usually I do like a small birthday drop of things that I like, outfits inspired by me. Uh, so yeah, that's what I did one year, and it was really cool. I love them. I literally just got rid of them because I made them back in 2020. And of course, the wear on them, and they weren't like, the wear on like your heel or the ball of your foot. It got pretty thin, and I ripped a hole in it. And I'm like, I don't want to fix it because it was a hole. It wasn't on the seam. So it was something I had to go ahead and repurpose. I think I made like some scrunchies out of them, but yeah. I didn't throw them away initially. I did repurpose them before I was like, let me get rid of them. So I am now serging around the toe of the tights, and I'm going up the leg and then going back down. All right, I've made it to the crotch area, and I'm going to work my way back down the tight. All right, so we have pretty much finished our tights. So we finished the seams rather for them. And what I am going to do now, I'm going to trim all of these serge pieces and move all of my little curly cute pieces from the serger. I have this cute little vacuum I found at the $1.25 store. And can I help you, sir? Okay. What? Look. What did you do? Look. I can't see. Go put it back. Look. Go put it back. Look. Okay, good job. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I have this cute little vacuum. It will literally get up all the things are here, and that's it. It works for what it is. I mean, it was $1.25, so I couldn't have high expectations. Oop. But it definitely does get the job done. I did a dance garment. I'm looking at the gold. I'm like, why do I have gold flakes in here? And I just remembered that, yeah, I haven't used it since I worked on this project, but I did gold, what do you call it? Is it gold sheet on a dance garment? I've never done it before, and it actually turned out really cool. I was really excited. There you go. I don't need it. Thank you. Go put it back. No way. I don't need it, Z. You can put it back. No way. This one. Okay. Good job. Yay. Yay. All right. Yeah. I don't know why I can't get it plugged in, but I'll make sure I get this up a little later. I don't need this. Thank you. Go put it back on the kitchen counter. No, no. No, no. And that too. Okay. Was it the ABC one? Okay. A. B. Okay. B. Mhm. Mhm. B. Mhm. B. Okay. S. S. G. G. H. Uh-huh. J. K. You skipped some letters. R. N. You're just saying let us know. All right, I am just moving, oops, my serger to the side. Where are yours? You had cookies. Go with mommy. And I am going to put my Viking machine back up here. Go. That's enough. Bye. Okay. I'm going to move this over ever so slightly. Okay. Turn the light on and then rethread this machine. I knew this was going to be a quick sew. Literally not even 30 minutes to put it all together. Which is a plus, right? No. No. Z, go back in the kitchen. I gotta hide my snacks from my child. You be taking my goods. Where's it? Oh, it's all gone. No. Yes, way. All right, so I am going to go back to the pattern. And because I decided not to do the elastic, because I did, like I said, I did cut it down to size, so it would be something I could just easily pull up and it'll stay up that way. And then, of course, if I wear it with pants or with the skirt, the waistband will hold it in place. So I am skipping the elastic, and they actually sew it in there. Yep, they do. They serge it together and then they sew it down. So because I'm not doing that part, I am just going to fold it. Oh, I should have serged it. I'm going to pull my serger back up really quick so I can serge around the top of the waistband, and then I'm going to fold it over to that one inch mark. Really don't have to do a 1 inch. Maybe I'll do a half. Well, no, I'll do the 1 inch so that way it can still serve as a waistband. So yeah, I'm going to pull my serger back up and I'll serge around the waist, and then I'll fold it over and do my top stitch on this machine. And I did just cut off the other thread, but that's okay because I left one to be able to do this. So we're going to over here. Move this machine just a little bit. I'm glad I have a long table so I can fit both of them here. And I did leave the thread long. I don't think it's going to be long enough for me to go around, but we're going to go ahead and take some chances. Possibly make a mistake, but that's okay. No, it's not, because I don't want to re-thread this. It's okay. It's not the hard one. It's 3 and 4 that I dreadfully do not like rethreading because I have to go through so many hooks and loops. Like, I think the instructions are in here. Yeah. So like the top two are easier because they're just staying up through here to go through the top two needles, but going through the bottom part is what's going to be tricky. And I need to clean this out for real this time. All right. Don't judge. Oh, this side isn't all the way. Okay. We are set down here, and we're going to put the foot back down. And we're going to serge around the waist. So we need the pedal, of course. I literally had just enough, y'all. It stopped maybe about 4 or 5 inches before that come back around to the center. I'll just tighten this up here. And then cut that little piece loose, and that way I can still fold it over. And I'll be fine. Cut her off and put her back down. Okay. Back over to my Viking. I'm also learning that as I go live, it is kind of difficult when I'm trying to speak and snacking at the same time. But I hope that you are enjoying a delicious snack when you're sewing along with this video later. Alright, so I have adjusted my settings to a zigzag stitch, and I already have threaded the machine. I'm going to fold this over about an inch to make sure that I can carry this all the way around. Now, you absolutely should pin this all the way around at an inch, but I am going to freestyle. No, I'm not. I'm going to do the right thing. So I'm going to go around and clip this just to make sure this stays in place. There we go. And that way I have a even seam all the way around. Right. And we're still going. That's a little too wide. There we go. All right. This can remove so that way it can go around better. I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. Oh, don't that. The glitter. Okay. And that way the material and the clips can kind of rotate around without any issues of snagging or getting caught. This is also good when you're like hemming a pair of pants or a tight wrist space. So yeah, most machines are able to, you're able to remove this so you're able to do something like that. But if not, and you can't move your thing for whatever reason on your domestic machine, you can just turn it the opposite way and just make sure that it's rotating above it instead of underneath it, like how I'm doing. All right, so like I said, I set my zigzag stitch to the widest measurement, the width of this zigzag, and then I adjusted my length of the zigzag stitch to be slightly longer so that we have good stretch still, and it's not a stable stitch. I mean, it is a stable stitch, but not a stitch that's going to cause your stitches to pop out. All right, here we go. Looks like I caught the tail of a serge seam, so I'm just going to cut that with my finger probably. Oh my gosh, if you do not have a seam ripper that has like the cushion um grip, get you one. For as much as uh I use seam rippers, this has definitely changed the game for me because my fingers hurt after a while, especially if I have to take out a pretty long stitch. And that grip on there is so much better. Just making sure it's still sewn. All right, and there you have it. My tights are complete. Oh, I did have a couple hiccups. Okay, so when this happens, I was kind of speeding through and wasn't paying attention. So it's not a huge issue. Again, they're mine, but if you do not like this, you can definitely take this out and redo the stitch. I might. I'm thinking about it because it's more than just this spot. It kind of caught a little bit over here as well. But all of this is good. Ooh, maybe not. I might have to take this out. I don't want any issues. Yeah, it's a lot of spacing. So I might go ahead and take that out and redo it. But for what it's worth, I'll go ahead and take these clips out. That is how simple it is to put these tights together. Literally 30 minutes we did from start to finish. It is a PDF pattern, so it does take, I want to say it's 22 pages, but depending on your size, you do not need all the sizes, all of the pages. So just make sure that before you go and print out the pattern, look at the page that tells you how the pattern pieces are laid out. And then based on your size on the measurements, yeah, just print out the pages that you need. That way you don't have to have a whole bunch of pages, especially if you're smaller. There's like 4 pages I didn't have to cut out because I was cutting a smaller size than what I would usually size. But yeah, how about that, guys? I have a pair of pink mesh tights. Now I want to do something extra with them. I just haven't decided if I'm going to use this particular pair or if I'm going to use another pair, which I think I might do another pair and just make them thigh high and do the design on the thigh high as opposed to the full tight because come on, pink tights. These are great. If you like a pop of color like I do, I'll wear a basic silhouette of a design or dress and then having this little peekaboo moment is just so fun for me. And I love pink. So yeah, here are my tights. My tights are done. What I'll do is style these and take a picture of myself with the outfit that I would wear, something that I would wear with it. I have a black dress that I made originally for my birthday last year. Well, no, 2 years, no, 2023. So yeah, so not last year, but the year before, for my birthday, and I didn't finish it because I wasn't 100% on the pants part. And when I saw this pattern, I was like, what if I just make tights and just do like a pair of shorts? Because the dress is pretty, it's like a high low, but it's a dramatic high low. And I can't get away with wearing it just by itself. And of course, these tights because they're see through. But if I just do like a little pair of shorts to kind of give a little bit of modesty to the dress, and then these tights would be so fun with a cute ankle boot or like a peekaboo toe sandal types shoe. It'd be fun. So yeah, that is my sew for today. I'm thankful for you guys if you checked out this video. You can follow me on all the social media platforms. I am on Instagram, Facebook, of course, Twitch as B Chantel Creates. I'm also trying to build up my YouTube. So my YouTube is also B Chantel Creates. All the links are linked in my link tree in my bio. So you can check me out on there. Because once this is done, this will be uploaded to said sites. Well, especially YouTube, because I'm trying to build that up and get to the 50 follower threshold so I can go live over there as well. So thank you all for joining me. I'm going to go ahead and cut this live and catch me next week where I will be working on a top, which is something super simple. It's a simplicity pattern. I needed a simple blouse and finally make these black pants on the following week, the third week of February, third Wednesday for my snacking. So a cute pair of trousers. I thought I brought the patterns over here, but they're not. So those are my projects for December, as well as a raincoat I'm going to do not December, this is February. I'm going to do a raincoat, a pattern that I've been working on, and create that on the live. So yeah, I'm excited. So that's all. That's all for today. You all have a great Wednesday. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll catch you on my next stream. Bye. Trying to end the stream. Y'all don't know what's happening.